Hi and welcome to WABCasting. WAB, what is it? It's the world according to bronze. Why cast? Well, have you ever tried to pull off a Grandmaster strategy in the Bronze League? It don't work. So here we are to point out what we do as bronzers and hopefully learn from us. So I'm Monkey and I'm in this game. Well, hey, look at me. And my co-caster is Patches.
Hi guys, I'm Patches, I'm a fellow bronzer, and together with Monkey and I we play on a 2v2 team as well, also in the Bronze League. I think we'd probably better introduce the other player as well, who, up at this end, the Red Terran, we have Zenmaster, who in this instance is actually a friend of ours and our 3v3 partner. He seems to be playing a custom game with Monkey on, I believe this map is World Ship, is it?
Yep, that's World Ship.
Okay, and understand that when people see this they might think that you know, we can stage such games. It's a genuine game. Zenmaster has been working on a new marine base build, he told me, and this is the result, so let's go and see how to play in the Bronze League.
Now as you can see, we've got my scout just creeping across the middle of the map there. I like the early scout, it's what I do.
Yeah, what's the early scout? Well, I mean, in the Bronze League, we tend to not see the Grandmaster scout as early, I think, as this on a number of occasions, unless they've got a big map and then a lot of potential locations to scout. So what information are you hoping to gain from this? Well,
we're all bronze. We all know that wonderful thing known as cheese. So that's the first thing. I'm also hopefully going to try pick up any early gas, because, well, when we play early gas is a big sign of any mech cheese. Okay, I didn't say it there. Void Rays when you're playing against Protoss, and Zerg, you're looking for the speedlings, really, aren't you?
Yeah, I mean, I think the Zerg really, you're looking for the speedlings as well, but I think you're also really looking for the early pool of Zerg in the Bronze League, if you're going to worry about cheese. And frankly, to be honest, against Terran, I'll worry a lot more with a lack of gas than with an early gas.
Alright.
No gas to me would imply a lot of Marines coming fairly soon on from a lot of barracks. And if we have a look, Zenmaster doesn't appear to have any gas, and that's 3 barracks going down, so I wonder if this is exactly what he's been working on. Meanwhile, back to your build, sir. We can see we've got, cyber core just going down there now. Your scouting probe seems to have made it home. It's going to resume mining, and your gateway's up. Generally, we're looking pretty good, I think, here.
Yep.
Nothing really much to recount. You've been cranking out probes quite happily, and if we have a quick look at your Nexus, you'll see that your energy is reasonably low, which would imply to me that you have actually been chrono boosting, so that's always a bonus. And not only that, you've got a little proxy sorted out in the top left corner here.
Definitely.
So I wonder how Zenmaster will deal with that when the time comes.
Now I think Zen has stopped production on his... Yeah, he has. Both me and Zen have stopped producing SCVs and drones there, but looking at the difference, I'm at 20 and Zen's at 13. Already I think I've slipped ahead on the economic.
I'd like to point out, guys, this isn't something that we as bronzers recommend. Even in the Bronze League, I think continually producing workers is essential. Yeah, essentially, it is essential.
Yep, don't stop.
Don't stop at all. The other thing we'd like to point out with Zen's build that's confusing me slightly is we've now got no orbital, and we're in the 4th minute of the game, and we've got 2 saturated gas down come very suddenly. Meanwhile, he's scouting.
Yeah, we're casting, he's scouting.
He's scouting, that's the one, I like that. On about the 5th minute mark.
So what did Zen see then?
Let's have a look, shall we? I would say you probably got quite a lot from where that scout went to where it died from. Yeah, all the way down to this this pylon here. The one thing he's missed actually, which I always like against Protoss, and what you've already mentioned, is the early gas. I mean, we all know that you can't go early Void Ray or early DT without a lot of gas. So I think it's well worth a check-up on that personally in the Bronze League.
Definitely. Just going to have a quick scan to see how many units we've got on the field there. So Zen's up to 16 SCVs now to my 25 drones. And
dude, you play TOS, they're called probes.
Probes, drones, yeah. They're all miney things.
Miney things. We can live with miney things.
Okay.
Usually flip whatchamacallums.
So,
I have to say, for early Marines, I'm slightly surprised at this choice of two tech labs and only just going for reactors there, with only 2 Marines on the field. I think if it were me, I might have just spam queued a lot of Marines up, because I'm that good.
Maybe Zen's thinking more of the mid-game, going for that big ball, all stimmed up, combat shield, concussive shells.
Okay, so what we'd be expecting to see is some stim and some combat shield going down. He hasn't quite got the gems for it yet, which is probably due to that low SCV count, but I dare say if they start coming out, then we'll spot them shortly.
Oh, Stim's down.
And there's Stim. Has he got enough gems? And I suspect and there's Concussive Shell as well.
Looks
okay,
like my
so there
early
we go.
push is coming in now, guys.
Okay, so the monkey's putting in an early push. I think despite the low economy, I think Zen's looking pretty tasty. He's got a wall, he can get some SCVs easily to defend that wall if he needs, and all he needs to do really, I think, is focus fire down those two stalkers, and then the lots and the sentry shouldn't be too hard to deal with a little bit of kiting and a little bit of micro.
Speaking as a Protoss player in the bronze, what I don't think is used a lot is this Guardian shield, because those Marines are just tickling. You know, they're like going, ooh, I'm a Marine. It's not worrying me whatsoever.
And guys, even in the Bronze League, Zealots in close combat are going to hurt Marines. I mean, if we look, they both survived. Granted, this guy's down to 2 health, but really, oh my goodness, yep, and as soon as your army's died, guys, you're going to have to think about what you're going to do with your P online. I think just running it away aimlessly, for me, doesn't really help, because that stops you mining altogether. You might as well go out in a blaze of glory and get it attacked. In fact, I think if we watch what happens here, oh look, we've got some reinforcements coming up, and we've got some unlooked at, unmanaged SCVs there. What do we think is going to happen? Meanwhile, what's Zen going to do to clean this up? Well, he's got 2 Marines on the field, he's got a further 4 buildings, so that could be 6 Marines. Stim's almost researched, so if you get 6 Marines in here with Stim, and the monkey does some proper bronze micro, we might... Okay, there's 2 of them. Okay. Right.
And that's the last SCV he's sending in there as well.
Yep, this is now becoming very much an all-in for Zen, if it wasn't before. Please watch out for those Zealots, they're hard. Please... Okay, Zen. And meanwhile, at the front door here, the production buildings are going down. And there it is, there's GG from Zenmaster. And that is it. That, I think, is the experience of the Bronze League for a lot of people.
Yeah. What can you really say? Early pressure that worked well.
I think so. I mean, I don't think either player played particularly well, but I think it's very, very clear.
I'm hurt.
Well, would you really like me to run through?
No, let's just carry on.
Okay, but I think that is it, really. All we've got to say.
Yeah, hit like if you liked it. Miss out the dislike button. And if you want to see more of us, hit subscribe. And remember, guys, the email address is up on there. Feel free to send in that mail. Any replays you want us to cast, that's all good as well. So that's me, Monkey, saying bye.
And me, Patches, saying goodbye.